Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I am doing a first look review of this Osprey Fairview 36-liter travel backpack that has wheels. And basically I will cover my new travel setup as well. And you guys know that I like to travel very minimalistic. And this backpack is very large compared to the typical bags that I travel with. I basically do one bag travel type of deal. And my ideal travel size bag is around 25 to 28 liters. However, a lot of travelers don't do that. So they cater, like Osprey and nicer brands cater to travelers that carry more things. And I just have to work with what I can find. And so far, this brand has the best setup. And in terms of durability and options and specifications, this backpack is the best so far that I have found. I did look extensively at other options because, as you can see, it is as big as me. You can't even see me if I'm wearing this backpack. It's just like my top case on my motorcycle. They're just too big. I would like to have a backpack that is more incognito in a sense, that doesn't look like it's a luggage. But so far, this is the only one that I could find. This is the smallest size that I could find that has a really good backpack system. Everything else that I've seen online that is smaller either do not have wheels, or the wheels and the backpack setup aren't that great. So the wheels would be smaller, or the backpack straps and the back setup is not that great. There's no hip belt. This one seems to have all of the things that I needed. The only thing is that it's too big. So let's go ahead and cover the specifications. This is a This is a carry-on size for most airplanes. And I did check the ones that I fly with a lot. And even the budget airline, Ryanair, this is within spec of carry-on size. Definitely will not pass for a personal backpack, which my original travel bag, and if you just look on my playlist, on my very first original video of traveling, and that one is 25 liters, and it's actually an expandable skateboard backpack, and it can pass as a personal bag. I have traveled with it so many times, but as I get older, my back is not doing very well with all this backpacking, and just being a nurse for many years was not kind to my back. So I am switching to a travel bag that has wheels, but I do want the option of having the backpack, because I have traveled a lot and have found that if you go to certain places, it really sucks that you cannot use your luggage as a backpack. And also, when I film while traveling, I want both of my hands free. And if I don't like not having, being able to walk basically and film, I need a backpack. I can't have one hand grabbing onto the luggage to lug it around. So this is how you get to the backpack area. You just unzip this. Before I forget, I am not sponsored by Osprey. I wish I am, because I have so many of their bags because they're really great. So I did pay for this full price. It's, I think, $300, and then added tax, over 300 bucks. And that's why I tried my best to look for other competitors that's cheaper. But I really like the backpack design. Check this out. Look at this air vent. And as you guys know, I'm very active and I like to hike. And sometimes in between locations, I need to just bring my whole luggage with me. I cannot leave it at the location, and I have to go from this place to the next, but then on the way there I would like to be able to go visit a place where I need to hike or whatever. And it's really nice that this has this air vent system. Look, it's substantial, the airflow that you can get. And I also have, by the way, and you'll see it if you guys watch my other travel videos, my bag before this was the Porter 30, and I did hike with that. It's better than not having a hip belt on the travel bags, but it's missing this mesh part here, and it gets really hot when you're putting on a lot of miles on your back and you're just on this type of material, which the Porter 30 doesn't have this. It has this nice hip belt. It has the nice straps like this. It has the adjustable shoulder straps. It has everything else except this vent here, which I really love. And everything is super adjustable, so you can adjust the backpack straps, the hip belt, the shoulder strap, the sternum chest strap. And the weird thing is that you can't really cover the wheels, so it takes some getting used to when you put it on. And if you have wide hips, or you're just wider than this bag on this area, you can feel this, but it doesn't bother me enough to care. It's not like I'm not gonna hike with this for 5 miles. So if I have to do a 5-mile hike, I'm just gonna say that I'm gonna have to come back to the hotel or hostel or whatever, and I will bring a day pack with me instead. But a couple of miles, it's fine. And also, it would be nice if they have had like a cover so that it's protected, but you can put your own cover there if you want, like a shower cap or something. I don't really mind. If it gets gross and dirty, I'll just hose it off. And then this flap here, you need to put it away, so you just fold it like this and stick it in there like that. The word escapes me, but this pulling thing here is just the right height for me. So I'm 5'3", and this is how tall it is, fully extended here. And I don't think it does a halfway. I mean, I can feel that it wants to stop halfway, but not really. It's full lock. It's either full lock or it's not full lock, which is not a big deal. But you have to remember that if you're using this as a wheeled luggage, you have to put the straps back, because look, what happens here is you are going to drag it on the ground. Another thing is that this is a 36-liter bag, and with any 30 or 36-liter bag, for tall people, the setup where the hip sits and the adjustability, you're gonna have to try it out for yourself, because a lot of times because it's not adjustable enough, the hip for tall people, this hip belt doesn't really sit on your hips. It sits way high, and that's not really how you're supposed to use a backpack, like the straps. The straps need to sit securely on your hip. That's why it's called a hip belt. And it can't be sitting up here. And I just think this bag is not meant for big people. So I don't have a comparison of anybody less than 6 foot. I tried it on with my husband, Kyle, and this is too small for him. So he's not using this setup at all. But that's another story. He is also not a minimalist packer. So let's just stop there with all that. I always over roll it and I have to unroll it to put it back. But it's very easy. You just do this, make sure all of the straps are back inside there, and zip it all the way down. And there's the clips here, right here. And another reason I'm doing this review is because I did look online with other people doing the review, and I would just like to share my opinion as a minimalist backpacker, because what I noticed is that the biggest complaint is that the size is too small. Because it's 36 liters, but I'm going to show you guys the interior. It's kind of funky inside. It doesn't affect me because I pack super light and people think I'm crazy because I don't carry almost anything if I can help it. So let's go take a look here. Before we go inside, I'll show you guys all these extra paraphernalia around the backpack. So I like how this is padded. You see the handle is padded right there, and also on the side here, so you can carry it either this way or this way. It fits on the overhead bin. Not quite sure this is gonna fit on under the seat, only because it's too long. There's definitely a chance if you don't, right now I have my laptop in here and it is fuller than normal because this is a setup that I take to work. And when I travel, not for work, my laptop doesn't come with me. So I can actually cinch it down even smaller than this. Let's see. I've got, the typical Osprey things, the things here you could clip your other backpack on, or whatever you want to clip on, these hooks. You can actually, if you are planning to use this for an all year round travel where you want to go camping, you want to go backpacking, you want to do a city travel, I think this can do it. And unfortunately, I can't take a year off of work to do this. Someday I will, hopefully soon. But I hope that I can use this bag and not have to switch again. And honestly, the Porter 30 is perfect. It's been the best one so far until I realized my bag couldn't handle any more backpacking without taking a break and switching off the wheeled luggages. Because if you bring your motorcycle gear, the 25-liter bag that I had, the skateboard backpack, you can't put as much stuff, and the motorcycle gear takes up a lot of space. So this actually is big enough, so if you want, you can put your motorcycle pads here and you can wear your gear. And I do film when I travel, so my filming equipment, all of those things, it's nice to have space for them. Given that when I originally started traveling, I wasn't filming anything, so my backpack was super light. And, the filming equipment and the motorcycle gear takes up so much space. So, these two, the cinch strap is really nice, really useful. But I'm gonna take them out. This is just shopping bags that's in another bag, clipped on in case I need it. And for your water bottle. But if you overpack this, so right now, see, it barely fits in there because there's stuff inside the bag. And you can force it in, but if you overpack this bag, you're not going to be able to use these pockets. I'm just saying. And it has a front pocket, really large one. I gotta say, this is lacking organizational areas, but it's fine because if you think about it, the more organizational slots and pieces inside the bag just adds more material, which adds more weight. And this bag is already heavy when it's empty. It's about almost 6 pounds when it's empty. So I put my hat here. If I have my jacket, which I don't have in here right now, it's in here for easy access. So easy access items are right here. It has a top zipper here for also easy access items, and I just have small things here that I need to access right away. You can put your liquids if you're traveling right here. But right now it's got my notebooks and stuff because this is set up for going to work. And I'm gonna show you guys. So this is actually, I used to have, before it got stolen, I used to have a Moscow Moto 40-liter bag. And this is almost as big as that 40-liter Moscow Moto bag. It fits on my bike really well. So this basically replaces my motorcycle luggage. But of course, it's not like as durable as those adventure luggages. But for just commuting and stuff, I really like it overall. It's just like, you know, you can't have everything. So like for overall, there's a give and take, and this so far is working great. Let's open the main pocket here. All right, so big zippers. I just do this to show you guys, but I normally don't need to do this when I open it. It's very easy to open. I like how the zipper quality is always great. And that's another thing, is that some of the cheaper bags and some of the smaller bags out there, the zipper sucks. And the wheels suck, like something sucks, and it's just like I end up spending the money on this one. So let me just show you guys. You don't have to do that. Actually, I'm lazy sometimes. I just do this, and then I just do this, and it's fine. It has this big mesh pocket here, which I never put anything. So what I do instead, because I don't have organizational pockets, is I just utilize packing cubes and pouches and stuff like that to organize my things essentially. I wanted to show you guys this thing standing up because I do open this a lot standing up. And that is totally possible. So I'm gonna do that. I'm just looking at the camera to see that you guys can see the bag. Okay, here you go, here you go. I am waiting on a laptop sleeve because, as you know, the Porter 30 has a laptop specific compartment with pads, and this doesn't. But I never have a laptop cover ever, so it's just that. So that's that. Move it here, the charger, my toiletry kit. So all of these things, if you are interested on my packing setup, I finally have an Amazon store, so you guys can check it out in the description link below. Go to visit my blog and go to the link that says check out my store, and it helps the channel, it helps my blog, it helps to kind of perpetuate the product reviews and keeping the channel alive. It helps a little bit. It's not that much. It's very small commission, but anything helps, right? So I like how there's a cinch strap. Not because I'm packing too much stuff, but because I can open it like this and nothing falls off. See? And now it falls off because I did that. So I basically just have a bunch of cubes. This has my clothes. This has my clothes. And I usually just have one cube for clothes, but I'm gonna show you why this time I do not. And this is what I mean by the funky setup of this bag. So that's the clothes. This is just accessories. I've got tools in there, and they're all separated in Ziplocs inside, so that if I need to refresh my Ziploc, I've got a bunch of Ziplocs in there. And my electronics. I have both of the hiking poles only because, like I said, Kyle doesn't pack light, so I have more room in my suitcase. They fit perfectly there because you see this hunch over here. I'm gonna remove it. This is Kyle's, the big one, obviously. Okay. Can you see that? There's a big hump there, so this thing doesn't actually look flat inside. There's a little triangle that takes up a lot of space in there. And the way I got around it is that I pack my items. Basically what I would call it is I just go with the flow. I like everything else about this bag, and I'm gonna try to make it work. So I'm packing it as efficiently as I can, and I love to go hiking. I love the outdoors, so I have my hiking poles. And you know what? If you do end up carrying this backpack on your back, it's really nice to have hiking poles with you, and it just helps out a lot. And let me show you guys let me see. I hope I'm not forgetting anything. This thing is the top pocket, which is substantial. You see that? Substantial size top pocket. You can choose to not put anything in there if you don't want to. So I'm gonna repack it, see if I can. So the bulky stuff goes in the corner there. Or something like that. I think this goes in the middle. And sometimes when you pack it, it's better to do it when it's laying down, but just for the purpose of this video, it's easier on the camera to show you guys this way. So I'm just gonna do it this way. Toiletry. If I have to go internationally and I have to have it in a bag, I would just put it up top so that it's easier to access and show the TSA. I also forgot to show you guys another addition that I have because this backpack is big. So I ended up getting a day bag. This is actually a packable day bag. You can just put it in there. I didn't want to pack it. I did not want to pack this day bag because most of the time I don't need to. It crumples into nothing. I'm bringing my reservoir bag. This is a 1.5 liter platypus that is from my Moto tank bag, and it works perfectly. I just put it in the back here, and if I need to use it as a hydration pack, it works great. And I just do this and I loop it around here and it hangs on my shoulder, and that works like that. Okay, I'm gonna put this away like that. I forgot to put my laptop back inside. Here, I'm gonna put my laptop back inside. It's so it's so easy to put all of that in there. If you guys are curious on what I actually pack on certain travels, I do have other travel videos out there. This is mainly just videos for a review on the first look of this backpack. And I probably do another review after maybe a year of traveling with this and see if I'm still using it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I probably forgot some stuff, but if I did, just ask me in the comments section below. And thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Ride safe, everybody. I forgot to add that, yes, I may have said it already, but yes, you can mount this on your motorcycle. You can just strap it on there with rock straps or a net or both, and without having to unload it and put it on side bags, etc. The reason I like to do this is, you know, the rock straps, the straps and the net, you can fit it in here. As you can see, there's still a lot of space actually. And I like that option when I travel abroad, so that I don't have to, you know, I could just use this bag and I strap it on whatever bike I rent or scooter. Yeah, so I think that's it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Ride safe as always. Bye.